Here's how to review a proof using ProofHQ. It's really simple and doesn't require any training or knowledge of design applications. The main functions are shown in the top left of the proof. You can see here that I've been asked to add a comment and make a decision. On some proofs, I might just be asked to add a comment, on others just to make a decision. On others still, I might have a read-only role, and I'll also see if the proof's locked, which means that nobody can add comments or make a decision. To start marking up and commenting on a proof, click the Add Comment button top left. Clicking on the Add Comment button opens a new comment window where you can start typing your text, and for each comment you can add one or more markups to the proof. These include a simple box, which can be any shape, a freehand tool, which is great for outlining more complex shapes, an arrow, which is great for indicating a piece of text or showing that you want to move something from one area to another, a line, which is good for indicating that you want to delete a piece of text, a text highlighter to indicate a particular piece of text that you might want to get edited, and a crop tool to indicate if you want the proof to be cropped in any way. As you can see here, you can have multiple markups related to a single comment, and you can use the Erase button to erase any markups that you don't require. Once you're happy with your markups and comments, click the Save button. Your comment will be saved to the proof and available to all other reviewers. If you want to edit or delete your comment, you can do it using the tools here in the comment window, although there are some restrictions to editing comments once other reviewers have replied. If you've opened a proof that has existing comments, you can see existing comments in the sidebar and also highlighted by a pin on the proof itself. You can open an existing comment by double-clicking on the pin, by clicking on the comment in the sidebar, or by clicking the backwards and forwards buttons in the comment window that's already open. You'll notice that when I navigate between comments, the page automatically changes and I'm zoomed to the correct level. One of the most powerful features of ProofHQ is the ability for groups of reviewers to create discussion threads around comments on the proof. This saves a huge amount of time and avoids one person having to consolidate comments from the whole review team. If I look in the sidebar, I can see that Anthony's already left some comments on this proof. If I click on one of the comments, it opens and the markups related to the comment are shown on the proof. Then, if I want to start a discussion with Anthony about his comment, I can put a reply here. You can see that my reply has been instantly added to the conversation. It will now be visible to Anthony and the other reviewers on the proof. They in turn can add their replies, and as a team we can reach agreement on what we want to do on this particular point. When you're adding markups to a proof, you might want to change the colour or other properties of the markup. So let's look at how to do that. Here I've selected the freehand tool. By going to the colour palette, I can use the preset colours or the colour picker to change the colour of the drawing that I'm about to make. If I've already created a markup, I can edit the colour by clicking on it, going to edit mode, and choosing an alternative colour. Similarly, I can change the opacity of the markup, and also the thickness of the line. Here's how to navigate around a proof. First, click from page to page by clicking the next page or previous page buttons, or jump from page to page using the page thumbnails. The zoom tools let you zoom into the proof by using the zoom slider or the zoom preset menus. There's also a quick button to zoom to 100% or fit to page. You can use the rotate buttons to rotate the page clockwise or counterclockwise. When you're zoomed in, you can use the overview window to change the focus area of the proof. ProofHQ remembers the page position and the zoom level as you jump from page to page. One of the most important functions of ProofHQ is the decision process. Once a reviewer is happy with the proof, they go to the big Make Decision button. They can then choose one of the decisions from the list. The default decision is pending. The reviewers can then choose from changes required, approved with changes, approved, and for those reviewers who've received the proof that they don't think is relevant to them, they can choose not relevant. Once the decision's been made, the decision button changes to show that reviewer's particular decision. The overall proof status is calculated from the decisions made by each reviewer. So for example, if 3 reviewers have approved the proof, but 1 has not approved, the overall status will be not approved. Any decisions made will be shown against the reviewer's name in the People section of the sidebar. Here's how to use workspaces inside a proof. If you've put the current proof in a workspace, you can navigate to the workspace in the sidebar and open other proofs in the same workspace. You can see a thumbnail version of each item in the workspace by clicking on the full screen button. Managing versions in a proof page is simple. You can see in the header that this proof is version 2 of 2. If I click on the version number, the versions open in the sidebar and I can navigate from one version to another. Or I can click the compare function to open the 2 versions side by side. The latest version opens in the left-hand pane and the older version in the right-hand pane. The first comment of the older version is displayed, and I can easily navigate from comment to comment by clicking on the next and back buttons. You'll notice when I do this that both versions navigate in exactly the same way, which makes it really easy to compare the versions side by side and check that the comments that were made in the older version have been actioned. I can add comments to the latest version, and make my decision on the latest version. To move out of compare mode, simply click the Close Compare button. Finally, I'd like to show you some of the other tools in the proof page. These appear in the top right of the proof. The Go To menu lets you navigate to other parts of Proof HQ. The Tools menu gives you access to a series of functions related to the proof. The Help menu gives you access to various help resources, and the Close button will close the proof and take you back to the previous web page that you were on. I hope this overview has been useful. If you have any questions, please contact our help desk or take a look at the help resources in the proof page itself.